once you have it, you need like 2 weeks, and then another is dangerous. So try not to take the vegetables which are unwashed directly from the market. Okay, and that can also be found in McDonald's and in other areas where they put the green vegetables. But if they have not washed properly, then it's going to be dangerous. That's all I want to talk about cyclophorex. But what it is, so if you see, it's a gastrointestinal illness with the parasite cyclospora. So, and then look at this. If you see the number here, okay. Now that number is not the same here because I think it's because I could not show you. Anyway, it's so much increased now in 17 states. Now CDC is reporting, so we do not know where it is coming from. Why it's not happening. Really, vegetables should have a parasite. What's it to be? What are the people? No, I say, what's happening? I say you make no taco bell, it's not it's dangerous. So that's all about cyclospora. And also seafood even, I think. Wash your green vegetables, raspberries raspberries are the cook leafy green vegetables as much as possible. And if you sago, cookie, which is by the lettuce, which is green by the cover, that's all about it. Now, we know about the airport, right? So Pittsburgh today is like this. So if you look into the down here, it's like really bad. Look at this. Now, so where you have is like the 245 in their scale, which is like air quality index, which is not good. It should be somewhere here in the good reason. Can you see that? So those who cannot see, you can go back this side if you want to see. Okay. From this side. Okay. So now this is not good. Now if you look into this one, look at this. If you see the sun protection UV, so it's a very high UV index. So what does this mean? What does it mean when you say? For example, I can say don't go without wearing long sleeves or sunscreen because it is actually cancerous for the sun. So UV index is very high, so 80. So how can we protect? So how can we say? Stay indoors. We know that doors closed. But when you go in, it's important. Run your air conditioner, research it as much as possible to air conditioner to smoke ourselves, microparticles, to microparticles to absorb things. So absorb we at least will be really bad. There are a lot of numbers. Some people are saying like it's as much as one cigarette, somebody says 5 cigarettes or whatever the number, but it is better. So air purifier we use at home. If you don't, maybe when you go to bed, you can have one of them and just have it. I would put them at my home. Now I started using it. एकदमै हेभी एक्सरसाइज गर्नु हुँदैन विशेषजना आमा बुवाहरूले अथवा अलिकति ठुलो प्यारेन्ट्सहरूले यो यस्तो एयर क्वालिटी राम्रो नभएको बेलामा चाहिँ हेभी एक्सरसाइज गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ एयरको अक्सिजन लेभल एकदम हाई हुन्छ बट देन this is not healthy. So if you do very like strenuous exercise, that's not going to help. Mask play help also. So what I did in the morning, I was trying to experiment myself. Use the mask for some time and wrap it the so it's a microparticle, particle particle. The particle is a toxic. So using N95 is really good. So that helps. अब को चाहिँ जोगिनुपर्छ भन्दाखेरि आज हामी दमदमीमा मुटको रोगी अलिकति 65 अबलाई चाहिँ अलिकति घरमा जोगाएर राख्नुपर्छ मसिनो बच्चाहरूको बिलो 5 इयर्सले जोगिनुपर्छ प्रेग्नेन्ट जोगिनुपर्छ That's all. How many of you are planning to go to vacation for camping? Okay, how many? On that list, how many of you went before already? Okay, so let me tell you. Have you heard of the ticks? Have you heard? Well, let me show you how it looks like. Have you seen this one? Have you seen this one? Alright, how about this one? Okay, so I cannot exactly show you. Let me try to bring it later up. Alright, so this is, you can see this is America's picture. Can you see this one? So, mostly eastern side, there's called black-legged tick. Black-legged tick. चाहिँ कालो के अरे कालो खुट्टा भएको चाहिँ त्यसलाई चाहिँ डियर टिक पनि भन्छ त्यो डियर टिक चाहिँ यस्तो नराम्रो हुन्छ कि तर अब के अरे बाहिर यस्तो घाँसतिर हिँड्न गयो भने चाहिँ भेकेसनको टाइममा चाहिँ बी केयरफुल एभ्रीवन अहिले यो वर्ष चाहिँ के अरे लगभग 3 हप्ता अगाडि नै सुरु भयो कि डियर टिक which is very dangerous किनभने यस्तो नराम्रो रोगहरू लगाउँछ I'll tell why it is dangerous हाम्रोतिर त किनाले मलाई कति रोगीको भनेको किना इज नट ए बिग डिल it's called in Nepali we say kirna, okay? Ticks. But it's not a big deal. How do you know that you are bitten by ticks? It's called bullseye. It's called and if you get it what they want to say, it's called septically because it's clear it's a bullseye. Now what is it? What does it cause? It causes Lyme disease. Lyme disease is a big. Let's see. So Lyme disease, so there are a lot of rashes, skin colors, some people with Lyme disease might get a bullseye rash, that's the one. The rash gradually spreads over the period of days. So there are 3 stages. अब हाम्रो बित्तिकै चाहिँ के अरे त्यो अब केही दिन 2-3 दिनसम्म चाहिँ so first phase 1 and then we go to phase 2. Okay, so there's a stage 1 here. So single Lyme disease usually happens within 3 to 30 days. So that's still stage 1. Stage 1, right? So rash, come on saying Lyme disease, but not always. Yes, so usually rash that can be seen, but if you don't see it, you're going to ask questions.
If the air quality outside is bad, why do we have the doors open? Like, I can see right there, there's like smoke.
Yeah, I think it's too hot now, so let it sunlight. I think that definitely helps now. It's okay. But then like this, yeah, I know. Like if you close, I think it's going to be really hotter. Like, so for now, like once we go, so that's why I'm telling this one. But we have no control over it. Okay, no control. So what do we do now? Okay, listen. Now, stage 1, 3 to 30 days. So stage 1 के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि यो यस्तो बुलसाइ आउँछ तर इट नट अलवेज भन्छ है सिंगल सर्कल हुन्छ त्यहाँदेखि स्लोली स्प्रेड हुन्छ बाहिर बढ्दै 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 जान्छ एन्ड देन इट्स अल्सो अबाउट टार्गेट द्याट्स वाइ इट्स कल्ड बुलसाइ एन्ड often it's warm to touch but usually not painful or itchy चिलाउँदा दुख्दैन remember it's very that's why it's like dangerous. Now this is okay other states like you can see that you can read this one so I don't want to keep moving this one. This fever, headache, extreme tiredness, joint stiffness, muscle aches and swollen lymph nodes. Lymph nodes भने so के खालको हुन्छ काटिने के खालको हुन्छ त्यस्तो खालको हैन especially joint साइडको that's Lyme stage Lyme disease that's stage or one that happens within 30 days. Within 3 to 10 weeks, so that's the 3 weeks is equal to like 1 month, like 3 plus 7, 21. So 21 to 10 weeks time as a kid. Mostly is quite spread, so this is not particularly. There are some people from our community who have already suffered from tick bite and they have suffered from meningitis and they have lost their, some of the peripheral nervous system, so they can't walk. So it's the one of the reasons. Okay. So most of the people both sides of the face which heart so immune system complaints or mostly the scary thing is irregular heartbeat. If you just touch here, you can feel the heartbeat. Okay. It's very, very, very quick. Okay. Average is 72, it goes up to 100 or whatever. But if you go to like 100, then maybe the voice. Okay. So 50 to 100, okay. But older people usually like they have a little bit slow down, but like if you have these 60 to 100, but if it goes over like below 60, worrisome. But this is irregular. So when tick bites, so we do not know these things. I'm not fasting. You see, यहाँ को के नाम से टोकियो को हेल्थ मुटुलाई प्रब्लम हुन्छ, त्यहाँदेखि अब हार्टलाई प्रब्लम हुन्छ, यसो पेटलाई के भन्छ गेस्टलाई प्रब्लम हुन्छ, हैन खुट्टामा हुन्छ, त्यहाँदेखि बिचार नम्नेस अब यो के हात खुट्टाहरु के नाक्किने हुन्छ, हैन अनि हुँदा हुँदै अब हात खुट्टा सुन्नु सक्छ, आकाश सुन्नु सक्छ, अनि त्यहाँदेखि आफ्नो चाहिँ शरीरसँग लड्ने शक्ति आँखाको भिजनहरू सबै बिग्रेको हुन्छ द्याट्स वाट लाइफ स्टेज 2 अब स्टेज 3 मा के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि सिम्पटम बिगिन 2 to 12 months आफ्टर ठिक भयो Okay, so once you're beaten by tick bite actually together this usually begins 2 to 12 months. And see, for one year, you talking about it, looking at the downward action of practicing. So when it's back to the especially knee muscle problems, swelling, and the popping, and if you go longer for the things that like you not control it, some people need that. However, your life is you already have a headache over it. It's like each year there's a number I think there's a 476,000 new cases every year, but this time it's going to be increased. I don't know if I can if we can show you this one, but let me show you. Can you see the number?
Yeah.
So each year 477,000 new cases of Lyme disease, but like once like 1 year not you once Lyme disease it remains quite long. So taking on growing our system alpha gal syndrome भन्छ एउटा चाहिँ मासु पोडेर खाने पाइन्छ भने यस्तो हुन्छ त्यो किनभने त्यो मासु चाहिँ एकदमै त्यो नाक ढाकेर खानै सक्दैन त्यसको alpha gal syndrome अनि अब अरू धेरै समस्याहरू हुन्छ अब हार्टलाइन भन्छ कस्मो भाइरस भन्छ डेलिसियस एनाप्लाज्मोसिस यो सबै नराम्रो हुन्छ एनीवे द्याट्स अल अबाउट थिङ्स त्यसै गर्दाखेरि भ्याकेसनमा जाँदाखेरि आमा बाबुले हाम्रो कन्सल्टेन्टले यो म्यासाचुसेट्स लिएर यो अल द वे टु ओहायो उता इलिनोय र उता वेस्ट साइडमा चाहिँ त्यहाँ लाइक ग्राउन्ड टिक भन्छ त्यो फरक हुन्छ तर इस्टर्न साइड चाहिँ के अरे यो नाम पनि अप्ठ्यारो छ बरूले गर्नु फेरि भन्छ सो त्यो टिकमा चाहिँ त्यो के अरे किटाणु हुँदछ द्याट्स भेरी डेन्जरस त्यो किटाणु चाहिँ के अरे नाम चाहिँ त्यो हो तर द्याट्स भेरी डेन्जरस हामीले याद गर्नुपर्छ ओके नाउ लेट्स switch the topic. You are bored, I know. How many of you watch your phone, TV, iPad for more than 2 hours a day? Everyone, right? Everyone. Okay.
Everyone watch.
Listen, you guys are either lucky or so unlucky. I tell you. Why? Because in our time, you have really this is, can you see the day to day what like can anybody read this one? Somebody
July 17, 2026.
This is July 17, 2026. What's the date today? Yeah, so this was published today. So we are always told by our university that you have to be updated with the medicine every day. And every 73 days the medical knowledge doubles. So this is from JAMA. JAMA is it's called Journal of American Medical Association, which is one of the greatest in the world. Okay, they published it today. Listen, when it published it, they found out for problematic social media use and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder symptoms in adolescents. What they did? Just as social media users, you guys will be doomed. Okay? Because, what happens? So what they're finding, I can read because you can't read from here. I can read it for you, okay? Finding in the core study like 11,286 youth participants within person elevation in some reported problem of social media users behaviors were associated with higher parent reported ADHD symptoms and following year during the mid-adolescence. Now, I'm teaching you guys. I know all of you cannot focus because you've been tired first of all. I'm not accusing you, but maybe because of the social media, you're like always fidgeting. Through the 11,000, they call it as like PSMU, which is called as so it's called problematic social media use disorder. As a published your scientific journal, Okay? So,
सोसल मिडियाको त मेन गरेर इङ्ग्लिसमै भनिदिनु पर्यो यिनीहरूलाई
so
Pay attention. Pay attention.
So,
Pay attention.
okay, this will be for parents and kids as well. Social media, social media, TikTok, even like what else do you use? Like so, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, many, right? There are apps, YouTube, Twitter before. Now, what happens like they published it today as a monthly published in scientific journal. What they are saying is that they have like lot of problems with the kids, and they are finding it. And in UK, the Prime Minister has now told the schools to stop the cell phone use in the school, and they are like working on that. There are like a lot of schools in California who sued the big tech companies, and those tech companies they lost because the amount of information they put into their social media, it attracts us. The kids cannot leave, but then what happened? They are like having a lot of problems. Very, 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 very worrisome thing is that you cannot remain without social media. For example, if you don't have your phone with you, what happens? What do you feel? You feel bored? Yes. Okay. But feeling bored is okay. That's a good thing for your brain because our brain needs to rest. And when we rest, whatever we learn, we can consolidate. Brain consolidation like that. We need to rest. But if we don't rest, then what happens? Okay. Nani, you come here. You play role play with me, okay? Come here. Okay, turn that side. Okay. So look at this. You're not even away like see, if I do like this 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, it hurts, right? Does it hurt? But if I keep doing that and hurt, still my heels after some days. Heels up. Rest that way, heels up. There will be some spots, right? Does that bumping thing hurt? Did it like over the time it does not hurt, okay? So thank you. So what I mean is like the Guru, like okay, this is for balance. You can say balance, like you might take a social media Guru like the dua like say so same way, social media, listen to me. So when you like flick the thing, then you have the dopamine in your brain. And then like, okay, let's see what's there. And then you just flick. Oh, let's see what's there. But then over the time, you don't feel the same enjoyment that you used to have before. What's happening? There's a receptor in the brain. It's called dopamine surge. Okay? And then you point completely satisfied. When it doesn't come, then what happens to your dopamine level? It becomes blunt, Then when you do not watch what happens, you'll be mentally sick, as Dr.Ashok. Did you understand that? Okay, listen one more time because you think it's very important. Now the study that is showing that if you watch any video shorter than 10 minutes, everybody watches the videos less than 10 minutes, right? Oh, because the long videos is boring for you, and you want to watch something that is very fast. Very fast, but that is what the brain is telling you. You want to watch some video that's very, 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 very interesting for you. But then you get only like 70% of the satisfaction, but you don't get 100% satisfaction. And you don't get the video that you're looking for. And then what happens at the time? Like you keep scrolling down. What happens to your attention? First, you want somebody like keep keeping the butt of somebody. Okay. Second, then you see like a big auction is fighting with a bull. Okay. And then third time you see bear is attacking. Okay. Fourth, so somebody is like swimming in the river. Likewise, your attention is shifting from one place to the other, one place to the other, again and again. What is that?
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
Okay. So when you're, see, don't worry about it. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. So when your mind shifts from one subject to the other, then you cannot focus. That's what's happening in social media. So, okay. See, that is your brain is like not strong enough to, get stuck on one thing. You have to be sticky. Okay, everybody has heard, like, who is the wealthiest man in the world? And you. Why? Now, if you say that he's autistic, then you mean like, nah, you're not. But then, he was diagnosed as autistic, okay? But the good thing for him, he does not care anybody telling anything. By the noises, they don't care. He doesn't care. He's so focused that he's successful in everything. If you are focused, then you will be successful in the world. If you are not, you are doomed. Okay? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Now you're golden? Okay. So, I repeat this thing again and again because the short videos are very distracting. It's not good. Because every time when you watch some video that the dopamine will tell, okay, you look for more. And you look, you scroll it, and then second time you scroll it, and at the end, your dopamine is all, depleted. Once your dopamine is depleted, you don't feel the same enjoyment. When you do not have that enjoyment, what is it called? That's called depression. Yes? And depression is what? Mental illness. Okay? So, I shouldn't be sharing this thing, but the fact is, I got from suicide. I lost two of my classmates from suicide. Okay? So I really want to advocate about mental health. And I was there teaching about mental health from all the way to Vermont, all the way to Texas. I went to Texas for 4 nights. I was in Iowa, Minnesota, all the way to South Carolina. I went everywhere. I was working with a friend to spread about mental illness. So it's very, very, very important that when you do not sleep enough, when you do not eat properly, when you do not do exercises, your brain cannot develop. And I'm telling you this one because your brain is really, really growing fast. And you can direct your brain anywhere you want at this time. So that's why it's very important that you have to listen. But not listen. Listen is not enough. You have to bring it into practice. That's what I'm going to teach you. Okay? So, now how this is so everybody can read this one, right? Can you read this one? How to set up some screen time limits of the kids? 3 hours, anything. So 3 hours of anything is probably 2 months, say 6 groups. Okay. So what am I saying? Can you tell me one of the different types of screens that you watch? Phone, laptop, TV, yes, whatever else. iPad, computer. Is that? That's something new and stuff. Is that? Oh, console, Xbox. Oh yes, yeah. But listen, if you're watching TV, YouTube, if you're watching something even for how many? 3 hours in a day, that's no, it's not good. I know you don't want to listen to your parents, but the future is in your hand. It is not in with your parents.
No.
Oh, you don't watch? Okay. See, somebody's not watching for 3 hours. Okay. So, what I'm telling is that if you are watching more than 3 hours in a day, your brain is really fighting with you. Let it grow. To help you grow, you have to do something. Okay? So let's do our thing. Now, this is a Surgeon General warning. This is from the United States government, Surgeon General warning on harms of screen use and advisory of cooking on how to protect children and youth. It's coming for the parents, not for you guys. Okay? Because you guys like to cheat people, cheat parents, and you'll be happy. Because if you can watch, you're good, right? You don't know what's happening in the future. Now, what they do? I'll read this and some of the. I'm not taking anybody's guide. I found this from the Surgeon General's warning, so I'm just reading out. Spending too much time on the screen or constantly thinking about the camera. If you're sitting like this, you may be thinking like, okay, I need to post like a TikTok or Instagram or something. So you'll be thinking about that. These are some of the signs. What's the second one? Repeatedly asking to use screen, often while whining or crying or sulking. So I control the screen, camera controls the I get so many requests. I was like, no, not now. Because I know it is not good. I've got 2 kids, both of them are here, but like it's not good and stuff like that. It's too much. No, you can't. So I thought, okay. So third, using the screens filter. Those people who are always sad, angry, mad, and if you get to use the screen, then you feel like, this is good. If you get that symptoms, know that it is not good. Feel that, okay? Now, hiding the line about their overall screen use. Do you, I don't know all the parents are whether they care or not, but it's not good. Maybe look out for the area, the husband area, and the parents are like, try unsuccessfully to reduce screen use. I know somebody does here. Like, I can see the screen use. I can go, like, let me show you, I think I can show you exactly. Okay, let me see if I can. So, somehow it's not, unless I press it, but I never mind. I wanted to show you how to see the screen time, but I can share it later. Okay, so what I was talking about, okay. So, not fulfilling their responsibilities by prioritizing screen time. So, when they are doing something, and if the parents ask something to do at home, they say, yes, no, and say, 18 months, but they do not do. If that's the problem, know that kids happen with this thing. It's not good for you because over the time, like the parents get older, they frazzle, and they are unable to help you, and it'll be in your hand, and I don't know how you will handle it. Okay, not engaging in in-person interaction. If you do not talk to each other, it's not good. And then the last one is continuing use despite negative consequences. I've told enough that using screen over 3 hours a day is too much. Any kind of screen, even TV. Now, if you still use that is that's what they say. So it's not it came from the government. Now I'll tell you another bitter truth. Suppose if I am a tech company owner, I would not allow my kids. That's what they are fighting for. Because tech company created a system, they know it's harmful. Because they want to attract more kids, they will use more screen, they make more money. That's the fact. You have to be very careful. My daughter wants to ask questions. Oh, she's so sorry. Sometimes she also does. I didn't realize that. That's good. No problem. Alright. So, this is for family. I'm going to यो चाहिँ के भन्छ नानीहरूको स्क्रिन टाइम घटाएर पछाडि एकदम सोसल पनि छैन के गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने कुरामा चाहिँ मिल टाइममा चाहिँ कम्प्लिटली अफ फोन गर्नुपर्छ है मिल टाइममा एनी टाइम सँगै बस्नुपर्छ है यो भर्खरै पब्लिस भएको एउटा त्यहाँले के देखायो भन्दाखेरि ओभर द टाइम 1 वर्ष पछाडि के भन्दा बच्चाहरू एकदमै सोसल पनि भएको पाइयो अनि त्यहाँदेखि उनीहरूले फ्यामिली पनि राम्रो भएको पाइयो अनि मजाले देखाउन सक्छ यो त्यही गरिरहेको त्यो भएन तर अब मेन टाइम पनि सुरु गर्नुहोस् होइन त्यहाँदेखि भोलि गएर अब कामहरू गर्दाखेरि एकदम पकाएर किनभने एभ्री टाइम आई अल्सो टेल द सेम थिङ एट होम नम्र भाषामा चाहिँ यस्तो पावर हुन्छ कि ताकि नानीहरूलाई तिमीले म यो गर्नु भन्यो भने दे डोन्ट वान्ट यु टु गेट म्याड। तपाईँ एकदमै रिसा भएर चाहँदैन नि त, बच्चाहरूले अलिकति नम्र बुवा घरै मन पर्छ नि त, त्यो भएको नम्र भएर गऱ्यो भने नानीहरूलाई पनि एउटा उसको ठाउँमा रेस्पेक्ट दियो भने दे क्यान डु इट। बट इफ यु जस्ट साउट अल अफ दिस दे आर नट गोना। Okay, now I would say, yeah, interesting for us. This is for everyone. Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, unfortunately, is the second gloomiest city without the sun. And we lost a lot of our fellow Vietnamese people from suicide. One thing, I have been telling this thing for a very, very long time, but like I'm not so much, involved in social media, so because of that, I don't do this. तर मैले के भन्नु यो एउटा के अरे बिहानको घाम प्यारेन्ट्सहरूलाई सोधेको नि बिहान तपाईँहरूले आधी भुँडी आएको थाहा पाएको छ आफ्नो ठाउँमा जहाँ चाहिँ घाम के अरे बिहानको आधी भुँडी एकदम कम्ती आउँछ। प्रकृति अलिकति त्यो हामीले अब्जर्भ गरेको छ छैन। पानी परेपछि भने सिस्ने हुन्छ कि शान्त हुन्छ त्यो पानी हावा हुँदै आयो। तर बिहान हावा हुँदै आयो भने चाहिँ त्यो चाहिँ अलिकति के भन्छ भयानक खालको हुन्छ कि त्यो हतारको त्यो बदमास गर्ने खालको हुन्छ। त्यो चाहिँ स्पेसली साइक्लोन्सहरू भयो अथवा त्यो एकदम स्ट्रङहरू हुन्छ नि त्यो चाहिँ देख्दैछ। त्यही कारणले गर्दा यो अहिले अर्को स्टडिज मैले तपाईँहरूलाई त्यो बिएमसी पब्लिक हेल्थबाट गरेको रहेछ अनि त्यो भएर मैले यो यहाँ देखाउन चाहेको। तर यसले के भन्छ भन्दाखेरि इफ यु गेट इन द मर्निङ बिहान त्यो झुकिँदै गरेको त्यो चाहिँ त्यो लुकामारी गरेको घाममा चाहिँ हामी बाहिरतिर हिँड्यौँ भने धेरै हिँड्नु पर्दैन 5 देखि 10 मिनट मात्रै हिँड्यौँ भने बेस्ट चाहिँ आधा घन्टा हिँडेको। तर कमसेकम 10 मिनटै मात्रै पनि 1 वे 10 मिनट 1 वे फर्के हिँड्नु लाग्छ भने त्यो बिहानको घाममा चाहिँ हाम्रो आँखामा चाहिँ फोटो रिसेप्टर हुन्छ अनि त्यो फोटो रिसेप्टर भएकोले गर्दाखेरि त्यसले चाहिँ के गर्छ भन्दाखेरि त्यो घाम आउने बित्तिकै यहाँ हाम्रो पाइनल ग्ल्यान्डमा चाहिँ हाम्रो धर्ममा चाहिँ के छ भन्दा तेस्रो आँखा हुन्छ कि अनि त्यो पाइनल ग्ल्यान्डले चाहिँ के गर्छ भन्दा इट प्रोड्युसेस सेरोटोनिन। हाम्रो नेपालीमा चाहिँ ह्याप्पी हर्मोन भन्छ तर सेरोटोनिन भनेको चाहिँ हर्मोन छ भने न्युरो ट्रान्समिटर हो त्यसले ह्याप्पी भन्छ। एटमा जब त्यो राति अँध्यारो महसुस गर्न थाल्छौँ हामी त्यसै हामीले त्यो एलइडी लाइट युज गर्नु हुँदैन। इट्स नट गुड। एलइडी लाइटको लट पेसेस आर कमिङ माइग्रेन प्रब्लम्स हुन्छ त्यसो गर्दाखेरि राति एलइडी लाइट युज गर्नु राम्रो होइन। बाहिर एज ए डिफ्रेन्ट थिङ तर भित्र चाहिँ घरमा एलइडी लाइट युज गर्नु हुँदैन किनभने डाइनामिक्सले साथ। अनि बरु त्यो राति टङ्सन लाइटको बारेमा त्यो रातो हुने बित्तिकै त्यो चाहिँ बिहान त्यो सेरोटोनिन चाहिँ दिनभरि तपाईँले ह्याप्पी पनि राख्ने भयो ह्याप्पी पनि राख्ने भयो एनर्जेटिक पनि राख्ने भयो अनि त्यहाँदेखि अन्तिममा गएर चाहिँ त्यसले चाहिँ युबी के भन्छ त्यो मजाले दिन लाग्छ कि तर तपाईँ त्यसको फाइदा चाहिँ तपाईँले 2 हप्ताभन्दा अगाडि पाउनुहुन्न। यो नियमित रूपमा 2 हप्ता गर्नुपर्छ। सो इफ यु कुड involve your kids when they are off in the morning, walking for 10 to 15 minutes, that's going to be very, very wonderful. And other thing, यो घाममा चाहिँ इन्फ्रारेड रेडिएसन हुँदो रहेछ कि छालामा आउने बित्तिकै छाला पनि राम्रो हुने किनभने छालामा चाहिँ सो इन्फ्रारेड रेडिएसनले चाहिँ माइटोकन्ड्रियामा जान्छ। सो इट इन्क्रिजेस द नम्बर अफ माइटोकन्ड्रियाले चाहिँ एनर्जी प्रड्युस गर्छ। त्यो भएर त्यो आँखालाई पनि राम्रो गर्ने भयो छालालाई पनि राम्रो गर्ने भयो र ओभरअल एनर्जी लेभल पनि राम्रो गर्ने भयो। त्यो भएर बिहानको घाम सबैजनालाई हिँड्नु होला। द्याट्स सो इम्पोर्टेन्ट। एन्ड देन दिस इज माई थिङ